So the whole issue of the kinds of power and inquiry that become available to us as we move through the action logics seems to me to be, a critical part of how we can actually make a practical difference in the world. How do you elevate as many people as possible beyond redefining? Well, that movement from redefining, of recognizing all the differences in the world and the different points of view and the importance of not forcing one point of view on everybody else, and then watching their dissatisfaction with the process gradually destroy the energy of the organization. If instead we can be focusing on whether timely collaborative action is occurring, then the people who are at Achiever and Redefining are going to be confronted about incongruities in their own action. And it's that kind of work with incongruities and resolving incongruities mutually that I think draws people into further and further into the inquiry. And talking about late action logics isn't going to convince a lot of people, but watching the kind of miracles that can happen when a group or a pair actually work differently together, I think that's a more likely way of transforming people. And of course, that with regard to COVID-19, I think, literally everybody in the world is seeing that we can't tell what the future is going to be. All of our assumptions about the future have been disrupted, and anyone in the world could die at any time. So becoming aware and not pushing away the fact that death is on all of our horizons, that something radically other from our life is one thing that generates inquiry instead of certainty. So I think that this situation that we are all in different ways, because of the pandemic, and because it's not easy to defeat, and because it brings into question the entire political systems that different countries use to try to respond, and in particular the fact that the United States, which since World War II has been viewed generally as the leader of the world, that the United States is in a period of breakdown and of impossible leadership, and and how can it recover, and what sorts of actions are going to occur in a very public and political way here. That turns the world around on its head, so to speak, where everybody else are the leaders and the United States is not even a follower yet, but is an outlier. That's trying to throw those questions up in the air for a moment or two.